Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joanne. First, I just want to say thank you for voting in the poll in the community tab on this YouTube page to help me pick my first video of 2021. This is that video, so drum roll please. We're gonna be doing a write with us today. That's right, you get to write with me. I'm gonna do how to write a why us essay in 30 minutes. I think you can do a why us, like why this college, why college X, why university in 30 minutes. I'm gonna adjust the camera in a little bit and you can sit down with me and I'm gonna write it and show you guys how. So getting to the topic at hand, today I think it's as easy as a simple acronym. And I'm all about like learning and remembering different types of things you learn in school with acronyms and jingles. I think it's from college, one of my calculus, maybe she was trigonometry. Anyhow, what I remember, I don't remember the math quite, but I do remember that when she would use a jingle or an acronym, it always helped me remember better what I was supposed to be doing, because I'm an English major, as you'll find out, not a math major. But anyhow, so I use the acronym AID when I'm thinking about a why us essay. So first part is like be about you. That's the A, be about you. The I is be interesting. So you gotta be unique, be different. Don't just do the same boring old thing. And then D is don't copy and paste. So if you're writing multiple why us essays, well, I might say if you're with a personal statement, you can they got the same prompt. You may be able to do that. You cannot get away with that with the why us essay. So just go through the acronym again. AID, be about you, be interesting, don't copy and paste. So even though, I'll start with the be about you, even though this is a why us essay, it's still sort of a why you, why me, why the applicant. Because at this point, you have to iterate how your personal values align with the college. When you're picking a college and they're thinking about yield, so how many applicants that we accept are gonna actually enroll, it's about a match. And at the end of the day, just like on these dating apps, once you get past the swiping right, it's about like, do you connect on a personal level? Do our values align? So again, like a dating app, they're not just picking you, you're picking them and vice versa. So I think it's important to be about you, because that's how they know that you're the right student, and then that's how you know that that's where you want to be. It's like a reciprocal relationship. So moving on to letter I, be interesting. Imagine an admissions officer or an admissions reader like myself. In a given year, I'm going to read anywhere from 500 to 1,000 applications. So think 1,000 applications. And in some of the schools I've worked at, that's 4 personal statements. So that 4,000 essays. And now then imagine that these are all why us essays. And then know that with most students, you're going to get the same 3 or 4 points. I like the location, I like the classes, I like the professors, I like the clubs, so forth and so on. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but your essay doesn't have to be just that. It doesn't have to be, I like the location, I like the classes, I like the professors. It should be some of that, but again, not all of that. So again, be interesting. Be about you and be interesting. So don't just recite that same list of things that is gonna be in 75% of the other why us essays. Add a little bit more. And then that kind of goes into my last point is don't copy and paste. Because to be interesting, I think you gotta be specific and you gotta be different. So I alluded to this earlier, copying and pasting. When I say copy and paste, I mean using the same kind of the base for the essay, or using the essay in its entirety for different schools. I think that's possible with a personal statement, because these prompts can really be the same, like explain how you're a leader, talk about your community service, what do we need to know about you. That's kind of the same prompt, if you're being honest. But with the why us, I think it's necessary to not copy and paste, because you know, what if you slip up and you thought you deleted all the references to the other school, but you actually didn't. But I think also with the intro to a why us, that's where it's interesting, that's where it pulls the reader in. And to do that, I think it's important to be specific to the college, so you can't copy and paste in that instance. But I think it's better at this point if I just show you what I mean. So I'm gonna sit down in a second after I pick the school. What I have here is a beanie from my West Point days when I was in undergrad. I think this is like from Army Navy, if you can see it here, from Army Navy. It's got like a Ghostbusters reference, and it has this on the back, Go Army. This is for my days in school. Maybe Army Navy 2008. I'm not sure. They just all blend together. Now that we've started winning, I think it'll be more exciting. But in here, what I put in here is, I was like, what colleges should I pick to do a YS? I've already did my days, graduated 3 times at this point. And so I looked, US News is popular. I went there and I said, let me pick the top college overall nationally. So I got Princeton in here, the top liberal arts college for, and all these are for 2021. The list for 2021 is out. So I have the top liberal arts college here, which is Williams College. I picked the top HBCU that they had on the list, historically black college university, and that was Spelman College. And then I put in here the top public university, which is UCLA. So I got 4 colleges in here. I'm gonna pull them out of the hat and see which one I get. I don't know anything about Williams College. I know a little bit about, I know a good bit about Spelman and everything. You know, of course I've heard of Princeton, but details, what is it, in Princeton, New Jersey? It's a good school, I know that. And then UCLA, I worked for one of the UCs previously and now, so I kind of get what UC is looking for and what they might be appealing in a way. But I'm still going to do my research, so I'm giving myself Google to use while I do this. But I'll talk about that. And then, so let me pull this. Let me see what I get. This is... Dang, I knew this was going to happen to me. Can you see that? I don't think it's going to focus, but it says Williams College. So I'm going to be writing a YS about Williams College, which is the top liberal arts college. That was on paper. I'm definitely going to have to do my research for this one, but I think it's possible. I'm going to limit myself to 300 words, which I think is like an average between the 100 word YS essays you see, and then maybe the long words that are 500 words. So it's kind of right there in the middle. I'll do 300 words. And then again, I'm going to give myself a second to adjust this camera. I'm going to bring it down so that y'all can see me sitting at my desk, which is behind me. And then we'll take like 30 minutes and I'm gonna write this thing out. Williams College. Y'all gonna find out about Williams College just like I am. And yeah, let me do it, okay? All right, you can see me here. I got my blank Google Docs. And again, Williams College, I'm doing a YS, 30 minutes, starting the timer now. And then I'll check back in at the end. You might see me get up. You might hear my dog barking. He's always yapping, especially if I'm typing furiously and ignoring him. So he might come in here, but otherwise I'm gonna start writing. I get my 30 minutes. What time is it now? It is I'll say 3:40 on my clock, 3:40 p.m. And so I will stop at 4:10 and you write your 30 minutes. If you want to pull out your laptop, get your stuff ready, pick your YS school, maybe your top college, and then write with me. All right, so 300 word limit. I'm gonna get started. Just getting this intro done. And anytime, I don't really pay attention to all the spelling stuff, which is why I have Grammarly installed on my computer. Makes it easy that if I'm misspelling something, Grammarly will just pick it up and I right click and I fix it. So that's a thing that I like. I'll try to put the Grammarly link in the description too, so that you have that. You don't have to buy the pay version. Grammarly free, the free version works just fine. So don't even think that you have to pay for a spell check. I like Grammarly because it works not only outside of you might have a Google Doc spell check or Microsoft Word. I like Grammarly because it works in my emails. It'll like if I'm typing on social media, it picks up any errors. And so like even if you're sending an email to admissions officer, you don't have to worry about something being misspelled. So I'll just say that while I'm typing, that I like Grammarly because it makes it quick. I don't have to think about spelling and all that stuff while I'm doing my first draft. How many words are I now? Because I feel like I got my little intro done. I write in Google Docs, so that way if I'm on different computers, I can always have it. I'm at 63. I said my limit was 300. So I got 20%. It's been what? Let's see, about 4 or 5 minutes. I got 20% done. Okay, let me keep writing. Okay, I feel like my intro is good, so I'm gonna go to looking at some specifics. What I did here is I realized that Williams College is a liberal arts college, and what I think is beneficial, good, what I like about a liberal arts college is that the core curriculum is less rigid. You have more opportunity to explore a plethora of different subject areas and still get your degree. So my intro is kind of hearkening to that aspect of Williams College, but now I want to get specific. So it's hearkening to that aspect of liberal arts colleges, which is what I got here. So now I want to get specific on Williams College. So I'm going to do a little bit of reading. Got about 10 minutes here. I'm going to do a little bit of reading about Williams College specifically. See, it's in Massachusetts, Northeast. Contrary to my previous statements, perhaps I just like to. I put commas in all sorts of places that I end up having to delete later. I'm a comma person. I'm gonna keep it PG for the kids. Contrary to my previous statements. What is there to know about Williams College? So I'm looking at Williams College was founded by Colonel Ephraim Williams, who was an officer in the Massachusetts militia. I love interesting information like this. Like outside of me writing this YS essay right now, I'm a veteran, so I always am like looking, a military veteran, always looking at when I see that someone was a military officer. I always find that really interesting. So I might end up putting that piece into my essay. But I'm reading more about it just to understand the founding of the school. I'm an art history undergrad. Again, these are all my interests. So I'm making this about me, my interests. Either I'm going to talk about the military history of Williams or just the history aspect. I'm going to relate that to myself as a lifelong learner, someone who likes the liberal arts tradition of getting to study a holistic curriculum. And then I'm going to end it with, again, something specific about Williams. So let me keep going. So I'm looking at Wikipedia. It's good. It's good. It's good for me. The facts. Let's pull this shit up. Legend. Academics, let's see, history. I want to go to this history part. About halfway through. I want to look at the school history. Where is that? Which is why I don't get me. Let's see the fast facts. Well, I think this would have me. Williams was established. Which was established by an officer. Stood the power of educating public. Okay, I think I haven't be writing too much sometimes. So let me see. I always like to check my word count, although I will tell you to write more and then write less. Like, might write more and then trim it down, but I'm doing this in 30 minutes, so I gotta keep it a buck, which means I gotta do it in 30 minutes. I can't have a 600 word essay and say I wrote a 300 word one in 30 minutes. So I'm about 20 minutes. I think I'm about 2/3 way through, which makes sense. Let me just go through my last paragraph. I think I like it. Free school. All right, I'm in the home stretch here. I'm going to do my last paragraph. Let me go to the actual page because I want to see about their fields of study. I was in art history, English literature undergrad, and then I'm going to grad school for public administration / public policy / nonprofit management, and then organizational leadership. So those are my interests. I'm going to look and see what they got in that atmosphere, so I can keep this like authentic and make it sound good. Because you gotta, to sound good, it's gotta be authentic. And so I gotta write about like what I'm actually interested in, even though I think this is anybody can make this work. So I see art. I don't see art history. Where's the history? 50 history. Oh no, that's the major fields of study. Okay. Some grad students all get information. Now let me go to their departments, which would be, I'm gonna make this a grad school one because that's just more authentic, but I think, you know, you can do this for undergrad as well. So let me go to their graduate programs. Ah, see, ain't that crazy? Graduate program in the history of art. I love that. So maybe I'll do that because I am, again, art history undergrad. And then the Center for Development Economics. So they got 2 grad school programs, development economics. Let me go to the history of art. I love it. Massachusetts makes sense. Okay. Okay. The program. Let me read about their art history program so I can get some specifics on what I would like about this school. 2-year MA curriculum combines academic coursework, internships. Ooh, I like the internships piece. I'm a visual on the job learner. So I think that'll be a piece of it. And getting to travel. Okay, so I like the internships piece and getting to travel. Let me go ahead and read some more, y'all. I'll be jumping the gun trying to do stuff too fast. We're gonna take classes across the broad range of fields. That's there. I choose Williams because I can learn. Let's see. I talk out loud too when I write. So because you also hear me say a lot that you need to write these personal statements as if you're speaking these words into existence, like you're in conversation, because you're your most natural, authentic self. Doing what most of us do most often. Some of us write a lot. Most of us, though, express ourselves through language, spoken language. And so I also think you're most comfortable and personal when you're speaking, because oftentimes when we're writing in academic settings and not necessarily for fun. And when we do write for fun, it's like on social media, which is maybe the opposite of what we want to do. Let me keep going. I'm talking too much. I just want because I can learn. Learn by more than just seeing the classroom. Like, the ability to travel is part of my degree, so I didn't leave. continue to explore the world outside of my community. Let me see where I'm at, because I feel like I got a lot going here. 270. I got 30 words left. Okay. I got 30 words left on this thing. Let me wrap it up. I see I got my, look how I ended up with 3-paragraph essay. But I'm gonna read this to y'all at the end so you see exactly like what I wrote here. You can, because I know you can't see it on the screen, but I'm almost done. I hope y'all are doing good too with the writing. Yes, I'm almost done. Vision to explore. Lastly, I believe in the mission. What is the mission? I'm saying I believe in the mission. Let me go back to here. Go back to the mission. They're big on hands-on learning, so I'm glad I got to emphasize that in here. Big on racial. I saw the racial justice equity statement at the front. Big on that as well. Lastly, I believe in the mission of Williams. And let me see Williams College mission, because I can't find it here. I'm running out of time, so I got to do this the quick way. College mission, here we go. Last levy in the mission of Williams. And the idea that I can be myself while I learn. I like to end just talking, you know, lastly, I believe in the mission of Williams and the idea that I can be myself wholly, and I add a little rap to it, wholly while I learn. This is why I choose Williams. I like to be direct and answer the prompt, and I gotta go in here and fix where I put Williams on. So I'm probably at the word limit, 300 words. Let's see, I'm at 298. I'm at 298. I didn't even try that hard to get 300 words, but I did. And I'm not bragging, but I'm trying to show you guys that this is doable. You can write a why us essay in 30 minutes. And I'm at 28. I think my camera likes to shut off at the 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna see where I'm at. Yeah, I got about 2 minutes left. That's 28 minutes. I am done. It might have a few typos, but otherwise I'm gonna leave this as is. This is what I wrote, and I'm gonna put it in the description of this video. Y'all are gonna see what I wrote. I'm gonna actually read this because I think I can get it done. You know, let me. I got it written. It's there. You see, I got my 3 paragraphs. Maybe I can make a little, but I do want to be able to read this to you without being interrupted. So I am done. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm gonna adjust this again, and then I'm gonna read this, and you can see what I wrote. You can hear exactly what I wrote in this 28 minutes. The 3 paragraphs, the why us for Williams College. Pull the name right out of this hat. I sat down and I wrote it. I promise you can do it too. AID, be about you, be interesting, don't copy and paste. I didn't copy and paste anything. I got this done. But let me restart this, and then, well, I'll read it. All right, just like that, I'm back. Just here, and then I want to read this why us Williams College. This is my first time getting through it, so it might be a little awkward, but I do stand by what I wrote. So here we go, why us Williams College. And I wrote this as a grad student because they had a grad program that I would actually be interested in. It was a art history undergrad, and so I wrote kind of about the art history grad school, but it's generically about Williams College. And let me get started. So here we go. I'd like to think my humor is funny and not just annoying. I even fancy that one day I might be a comic. One of the things I tell people all the time that some might consider self-deprecating, but I consider true, is that I'm a jack of all trades. I know a little about a lot, and I'm okay with that. I want to know the progeny of each image my eyes come across in an art museum, and I want to research the evolution of the different kinds of genres of music I happen to hear on the radio. As a kid, I remember reading high school and college textbooks from the library just so I could see what I had to look forward to learning once I got to school with the big kids. Contrary to my previous statements, however, I know a lot about Williams College. One of the things about the school that stood out to me is, like my undergraduate, West Point, Williams College was established by an Army officer, Ephraim Williams, who understood the power in educating the public when he sought to establish the college as a free school. I choose Williams College because I can pursue opportunities to learn both inside and outside of the classroom. I'm especially interested in internship opportunity, as I found I like to learn on the job. I'm also excited about the ability to travel as a part of my degree. I didn't get on an airplane until I was 18, and I'm itching to explore the world outside of my community. Lastly, I believe in the mission of Williams and the idea that I can be myself wholly while I learn. This is why I choose Williams College. Now, all right, that was what I wrote. That was a little bit, I read through it, but you see the gist of it. I think this is, I like it. I would be happy submitting this to Williams College if I apply, because I honestly believe all these things. But that's what I got. That's the Why Us in 30 minutes. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to leave a comment below. That's the quickest way to ask me questions, and I can give you the answers to them. I scroll every couple days and I try to get all the questions that folks have asked, whether it's about just quick college admissions questions or planning from 9th grade and beyond. You can also send me an email at contact@koodooslearning.com. Those it takes me a lot longer to get to. I'm just better at getting to the YouTube comments. And then if you'd rather read about my process, how to do this on your own, you can always check out my book on Amazon. It's on Kindle Unlimited right now if you have that. And then finally, you gotta like and subscribe. And click that notification bell so you know when I submit new videos, especially if you're going through this process now. I try to cover like everything college admissions and not necessarily stick to one subject. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then I'll talk to you next time. Bye.